Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yep, let's just get into it. As we can see, we have this CPI coming out tomorrow it's expected to be at 6.2%, so a decrease of 0.3%. So that is going to be very bullish for the markets if it even comes in line with expectations. If it's a beat, right, and it goes lower like 6.1, 6%, 5.9%, you're going to get a very big and it's a very substantial rally in not only the traditional markets, but Bitcoin, gold, silver, oil, natural gas, you name it, except for probably the dollar. The dollar will probably fall through the floor and keep going down here. And you know what? The downtrend in the dollar may continue for a very, good amount of time. If the CPI comes in better than expected. If it comes in worse than expected, I don't need to tell you what's going to happen. We are probably going to get a very big dump towards the downside in Bitcoin. Same thing for the traditional markets. However, traditional markets may just dump and then rally on the news regardless. But overall, yeah, I would expect a dump in the markets if the CPI comes in worse than expected. We can actually see that right now. We are forming a bit of a bull flag right now in the traditional markets, but we'll get into that right after we finish our Bitcoin analysis. So let's keep going on Bitcoin here. Let's take a look at BTC holding. Now again, I mentioned this level many times before, 21,500. Holding very strong right now, getting some very nice wicks, some bounces. We actually have a bit of a bullish divergence right now. You guys can see that we made a low here, right? And then we made a lower low, but we actually made a higher low on the R side, a pretty significant higher low right there. So it's very obvious bullish divergence. And on top of that, we have some pretty strong buy signals here. Let me take a look at BTC USD. Let's just pull up this chart for Bitcoin. We actually have a buy signal on the daily time frame on wave edge. Let's take a look at that 12-hour. We also have one there. And that 4-hour, you're actually getting some very nice buy signals and some very big buying, right? These are buy signals. You can see we are starting to hit liquidations for the longs, and that's kind of what you want to see before a big move towards the upside. You want to hit those liquidations, and then you want to pump up. You want to take the least amount of people with you, right? And then you want to exit, right? So maybe tomorrow, we're liquidating longs right now before we take the price towards the upside. That is the bullish case. The bearish case is that you can see the weekly time frame. We have a very nice sell signal on the weekly time frame. However, we did get this back in 2019 here before that big run up towards the upside. We actually got another one here, and it just kept pumping up regardless of whatever was happening, and that could be happening. So let's just pay attention to what's going on. Also, we actually have some very big sell signals right here on that daily time frame. We also got some similar ones back in 2021 of August. We got some big sell signals and we got our dump, but then we got our massive rally that kept going towards the upside. So is that what's going to happen, right? Are we going to get some big sell signals? Are we going to dump down here? Are we going to stop and we're going to continue down to 18,300 and then we're going to continue up? That could be what's happening. So let's actually take this fractal that a lot of people are talking about. I'll just pull it up. Might as well. Everyone's doing it. Might as well join the join the bandwagon. So let's just pull up our fractal from 2019, because that's basically what everyone keeps pulling up, is this fractal from 2019, and it's very similar to what's happening right now in the Bitcoin price. All right, let's just extend this out way up, and it goes up and up and up. I think a lot of people drag this up like this. Right there you go. And you basically have a very similar move in Bitcoin. And I'll just make it a little bit nicer for you guys. So you can see it's a little bit different, but yeah, you're pumped up from the lows. Maybe we're going to keep grinding up here up to 24,000, 25,000. We're going to break out to 26 to its previous low retest, and then it's off to the races. And then we're going to go to the previous all-time highs here, right around 69,000, and then we're going to double top, and then we're going to come crashing down. But right now, kind of looks like we already did our double top, right? However, we got some bullish signals as well. We got that golden cross. However, that is a lagging indicator. You can see this, the golden cross comes and then the price dumps, right? But you get the golden cross and then the move is essentially over. So you kind of missed out on all the gains by the time you get this golden cross, right? And then I guess it's kind of the same for the death cross, but I guess you could say that if you got the death cross here and you shorted, you still made a good amount of money. And if you even held your shorts, you'd be up over 62% on the death cross. But you got to take a look at what kind of market you're in, and if you're in a bear market or if you're in a bull market. And right now, you know, we are in a bear market, but is the bear market coming to an end? We could take a look at Market Cipher weekly time frame. You can see, you know, we did get that trend reversal signal right here. The price did start to roll over. The momentum waves are curling in here, but on that daily time frame, you can see we still got green money flow. We are starting to form a bit of a bottom here on the daily time frame on the momentum wave, so that's looking pretty good for a potential bounce and a continuation of the move. But let's take a look at that 4 hour as well. We can see that 4 hour, we did get that red money flow, but right now we are getting a very, very clear and very nice bullish divergence on those momentum waves. You made a low, right, and then you made a lower low here, and then the momentum waves, you know, you're really starting to lose momentum on that 4 hour, but don't discount that red money flow. It could be a leading indicator for some potential more downside. But, you know, let's just see how everything plays out. Let's be patient. Tomorrow's at CPI. It's going to be at 8:30 tomorrow. And, you know, you already know what's going to happen if it's lower and if it's higher. Or even if it comes in line. In line, I think we will still get a rally in the markets. Let's take a look at the indices today. Again, indices getting a very nice pump up towards the upside, back into this resistance around 41.39, 41.40. We are forming a bit of a bull flag right here, so let's just take a look. Let's take a look at that 4 hour time frame. You guys could already see we are forming a tiny bit of a bull flag, which could mean, you know, another breakout towards the upside. I could very easily see this, you know, a continuation pattern like this. Copy it and paste, and we'll just paste it from here. It'll kind of bring us around that area where I think we will start to run into some major resistance right around 40. I guess we shouldn't pull it up from the lows here. Maybe we'll pull it up from here. Let's just see what this gives us, what kind of targets this would give us if we do pull it up. Yeah, it would get us right around 42.54. But yeah, overall, I still think that 4,300 is going to be your major target for the S&P if we do end up breaking up towards the upside and we keep moving up. For the Dow Jones, I actually have a sell limit order right here. Actually going to sell about $5,000 of the Dow Jones if we do get to 34,900, right around this trend line right here. You can see we are pumping into resistance, and we are at resistance right now. Same thing for the Nasdaq, forming a bit of a bull flag similar to the S&P, and the Russell retested this level 1898 as support. And again, you guys can get access to all my charts that I create via the Discord link in the description. You guys can become gold members, crypto members, whatever you want. If you trade crypto, if you only trade crypto, then you can become crypto members and you get access to all my crypto trades. But if you want only stocks, and stocks. But if you want both, you can become a gold member and help support the channel. Alright, let's move on. Let's take a look at commodities here. We'll dive right into natural gas because it's probably the one that we talk about the most right now. And it's very, I don't know, I actually don't see many YouTubers talking about natural gas, and it's extremely oversold right now. You saw too many hedge funds get into these, you know, longs at these levels. Now the liquidations are starting to hit them, the margin calls are starting to hit them, and it's very obvious when you see liquidations and margin calls hitting the markets, because you can see the, you know, that normal, the market opens and you see that normal price action, and then the markets open and you see just a consistent wave of selling, right? So that's obviously one of the big players unloading their positions, taking the losses, and then the rest of the day, you know, you don't see any more trading. So only the big players are unloading, and it's kind of happening around some similar times in the markets as well. It's pretty funny. Right around 17 or 17 o'clock, you see those big dumps start to occur. Right around the market opens as well, you see those big dumps start as well. So it's always funny to see when the players are unloading. But yeah, overall we are forming some very nice bullish price action on natural gas. It is still very early, but however, we have some very strong buy signals on the 2-day, the 3-day, the 4-day. Nothing yet on the 4-day and nothing yet on the weekly, but the daily, the 2-day and the 3-day, and even the 12-hour, we have so many buy signals and whales accumulating towards the downside here. So again, we can see the MACD is starting to move up. Nice to see those moving averages expand here, and the RSI is starting to climb back up. 4 hour, something similar as well. They can take a look here. We are holding that bullish divergence on that 4 hour. You know, we did make a low, right, and then we made a higher low here, and it's just been holding this level ever since. 1 hour as well, you also have this yellow trend line that I've drawn down here holding. We actually didn't get as low as I thought. I thought we were going to go all the way down to $2.41 today, but we actually didn't end up touching that level, and basically we're going to come back up. Maybe we might come back up tomorrow and hammer that resistance right around $2.63. But you know, the CPI tomorrow, maybe that's going to be a catalyst for the, you know, the markets breaking up towards the upside. You know, this could be what the nat gas needs to create a big short squeeze in the markets, because I can almost guarantee you everyone is short right now. They just think it's just going to keep falling, right? When the trend is your friend, and it's been so strong and it's been non-stop for so long. But what you're seeing right now is a bit of a curl in the price as well, right? You're starting to see that price starting to curl in. The brakes are they're starting to slow down the speed of the sell-off, and what you could get is a big pump up towards the upside if you get a short squeeze. And again, a lot of people are short right now. I don't see many people long. All I hear is bearish news, and bearish news. So let's be careful. But yeah, doesn't mean the price obviously cannot keep going down to maybe $2 in your low target, your major target of support, and then you got your low at $1.58. All right, let's keep going on here. Let's take a look at oil. Oil, again, in my opinion, creating this bearish flag right here. I think you could pump up back up to $82 to $83, at which point you'll see some resistance, and then you could potentially start to sell off. But if that CPI comes in better than expected, you could actually keep pumping and create new highs, potentially as high as $93, $94, right? At which point I would be really interested into getting some shorts on oil, at which point, you know, the market could potentially realize it's a recession now, and then we could sell off towards the downside. Gold and silver, not too much price action today. Basically just, you know, kind of bleeding towards the downside here. Gold failed to hold this level of support. It could be on its way towards making a new low right around 1800. And for silver, again, what you really want to see silver do is you want to hold this level right here, right around $20.80. You could see this pivot high here, this pivot, oops, let me just reset the chart there. We got to see this pivot high, and these pivot lows holding a support. You want to see this level hold. So I'll actually create a nice little price label for you guys. You know, we'll even make it green, right? So you guys know it's a buy, and we'll make these ones, we'll make this one a green one because we are currently at support. We'll make this one a sell, and obviously this one was a clear sell signal. We rammed right into it, we blew past it, hit those stop losses, and we came all the way down. Actually, while we're still on commodities, let's take a look at market cipher on the weekly time frame for natural gas. Again, some very nice numbers on the devious side, the dual band strength index. Daily time frame kind of starting to chop sideways. You see the momentum waves coming up, but that red money flow is very deep there. 2-day time frame getting some very nice numbers as well. 3-day, very nice numbers as well. 4-day, I think you got some nice numbers as well. So very nice, looking quite bullish. Let's see if it can keep up. We have a tiny bit of green money flow on the 4-hour time frame. So let's just see how this trade works out. All right, that's enough for commodities. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. We can see that the dollar did break out. It's getting absolutely squeezed right now on that, between that 50-day moving average and this major trend line. It's just trying to, it's at one point tomorrow, you know, we're gonna get that CPI number. It's the DXY is gonna explode into one direction, right? It's like a kettle cooker ready to go, pressure cooker, sorry. And let's take a look at a final. I want to talk about something. Oh yes, it was this chart right here. This is the first time in history that Bitcoin got a weekly death cross, right? We've never seen one before. The 50-day, which is basically, sorry, the 50 weekly, which is this one. The 50 weekly is the pink one, and then you got your 200 weekly, which is the green one. They actually have never crossed before in the history of Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin doesn't have that much history, but this is a first, right? We've never seen this before. Let's just see if, you know, the price starts to collapse, or we keep pumping up and we blow past it. And we can see the moving averages are starting to come back down a little bit here. We can see it's starting to lose a little bit of momentum, but It does not mean that we can't pump. Let's just see what happens. All right, thanks for listening, guys. See y'all tomorrow bright and early at 8 a.m. I'm going to be getting up early to see how the markets are reacting to potentially maybe their CPI being released earlier, or maybe some people are getting some insider information. Always very interesting. Anyways, I'm long and short. I'm protected both ways. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to like and subscribe and sign up for Big Get Trading, which is the link in the description. That's where I do all my crypto trades. Love you guys. Peace.